What is going on YouTube? Here back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, XLM, as well as the S&P 500 if we have time at the end of today's episode. As you guys know, we do a different crypto here on the channel every single week with your guys' help, which means all you have to do is comment your favorite altcoin down below in the comment sections. Remember, today is Saturday, which means we are doing the drawing for the crypto coin display giveaway. So if you would like to see if you have won, today's the video to definitely stay tuned for that. More importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's episode, as you guys saw yesterday's video, we talked about the apparent slight movement that's been happening within crypto. We've talked about the fact that we are literally teeter-tottering on the edge of what could be pretty much determining whether we are due for another couple of months, to the upside, or if we're going to be reversing lower. It's basically like seeing whether or not the groundhog pops its head up in the winter. So, we're at that stage now. We're just waiting to see which direction this market wants to move to. We're teeter-tottering on support levels that, we can hold, that could maybe spark the movements to the upside, or if we break through those supports, we are going to be reversing downwards, and we will be seeing a few more months of bear market. So once again, it's still taking some time. Just be patient and bear with us. Otherwise, if you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Remember to join us over at Discord, as we have, I believe we're about to hit 1,500 active members in our Discord, where we talk about cryptocurrency every single day. So definitely make sure to join us over there. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. All right, what you guys have been waiting for. So I looked at the past couple of days, and pretty much yesterday was the video that really, spiked everyone's interest. So we are going to be drawing our raffle from yesterday's video. As you guys can see, I have the YouTube random comment picker here pulled up, and I did put that link in right there. And then I clicked filter duplicate users and clicked get YouTube comments. So it deleted the spam and the repeated comments if you commented twice. And it now says that we have 251 people to draw from, and as you guys can see, this is our winner right here. So you can see LJ is the winner, Cardia Chain, as well as subscribed. He commented two things. LJ, definitely make sure to leave a comment down below, as well as send me an email just to verify that this is your name and that, that is your email. So definitely send me an email to cryptotvofficial@gmail.com. That's all you have to do. Otherwise, more importantly, looking at today's video, as you guys can see, top 10 cryptos, once again, we're seeing some stagnation within the market. We're seeing pretty much top 10 cryptos down about 3% on average. Everything seems to be kind of teeter-tottering lower, which is okay. I understand it. It's unfortunate. Nobody wants to see these markets continuing to correct lower, but it's crazy to see how well the markets have switched. Going back 2 months ago, even like last month, pretty much every day that we looked at these charts, we saw practically double-digit green across the board. Every crypto was up like 10%, 15%, and we just kept trucking along through the, through every day, every day. We just went higher and higher. Now it's like every other day we're seeing bear market, and it's taken some time to refresh this. I mean, to be honest with you guys, I've been in a bear market on the, in crypto for the past like 2 years prior. We had the latter part of 2018 and 2019, and then towards the end of 2020 did we start to come back into a bull market. So it's crazy to see that 2.5 years we had this consolidation, and it's a waiting game. Hopefully now that more people are inclined to know what cryptocurrency is, it shouldn't be as long of a bear market as we've seen in the past. But more importantly, to jump into the technical analysis for XRP and these other cryptocurrencies, as you guys know, we've been watching this ascending fractal and the ascending triangle that's been forming on the symmetrical triangle that's been forming. We're getting very close to retesting the MACD right here. Very close. As you can see, we're getting, almost, could be today that we end up retesting it. But ultimately, the uptrend is here, and we are still, for the most part, holding up pretty well. The unfortunate part is today, currently, we are trending below here. That's not necessarily a good sign if we want to see any sort of reversal or correction to the upside. Now, there are other indicators that would lead to us to believe that maybe we are at the bottom. You can see Ethereum right here retesting not only its bottom support level on this uptrend here. We didn't really retest it, but we did form a wick very close to it, and we are battling our moving average right here on the daily. We have Bitcoin as well, which is being held by support on the uptrend right here, so that is holding in, as well. And XLM is hitting its bottom support too. So there's a lot of indicators right now that are referencing prices to kind of stay at a standstill here. So we have to see how exactly today's candle closes. And it's pretty much the same thing as I've discussed yesterday that we're going to be kind of teeter-tottering and tinkering with today. So ultimately what we're looking for within XRP, when are we going to buy in? That's the greatest question right now. I did buy in a few days ago when we did retest bottom support here at like 86 cents. And we swung it all the way up to like 92 and then sold off. It was a very quick buy-in, get in and get out scenario. And then pretty much we've just been falling lower since then. So it is something we just have to anticipate. Let me just turn this off real quick. Okay, so you guys can see that we are starting to break below here, and that's not a good sign if we wanted to buy in long. It is fine for us, though, as some people do actually short cryptocurrency. I short it using Bityard, which you guys should obviously be checking out, and I do recommend using it. I did link it in the description down below, and a lot of people on our Discord, we do talk about Bityard. We do talk about when to buy in and when to short. You can also see the resistances that we are battling. I mean, on XRP right now in the daily, we're below not only the 5, the 10, to 20, we're below the 40-day moving averages too. Every single moving average, we are literally below. And now it's odd because a couple of months ago, back in March, we were above it. We were trending above all these all these moving averages here. And now we flipped bearish and we're trading below here. So, the likely scenarios, we can hopefully hold below here and then eventually, crack out through it and break back up to the, to the highest moving average, closer to what I would say is the 40-day moving average right here, which is at $1.15 in that region right here. But I'd like to, to think that everything really relies on the way these cryptocurrencies have to close today's candle, as well as what it did yesterday. You can see there was really no significant movement yesterday. Literally, the volume is so scarce right now within the markets. We opened at like, where is it? 86 cents, and we closed at 84 cents. That's nothing. No, nobody can use that. Ethereum opened at 2,469 and closed at 2,345, like $100 drop. Bitcoin did something very similar. We opened actually yesterday at 36,500 and we closed yesterday at 37,000. So it was about I would say, $400 move to the upside. It is so insignificant. It might have been like a percentage move to the upside at most. It's not something that we need to see, and it's been consolidating like this for quite some time now. So once again, everything pretty much relies on where we're going to be closing these candles. If we close XRP above our resistances, let's say we close above this downtrend, which seems to be working pretty well, but if we can close above the downtrend right here, let's say we close support today, we get some sort of volume injection, we close at 90 cents, we'll end up longing it to about the moving average right here at $1, because that's the biggest resistance level. And then the goal is if we can hold support and hold, the front lines above this uptrend that we have here, much higher than that. Yeah, this moving average where it then becomes an uptrend right here. If we can actually get above here and close above our resistance at $1, which should pretty much be right around where this downtrend closes, and we fill in the gap here, which ends right at about June 22nd, we can then buy in long, anticipating a rally back up to our prior highs, which would be the best scenario for XRP if we anticipated it to rally up higher. But since then, we've literally had a lack of volume. The most volume we've ever seen in pretty much the day was about a 25% move on XRP, and that took like 3 days to really, expire and complete. And then since then, we've consolidated for the past week and a half back down to that prior support level. So everything is relying on how today and the next day wants to close this candle. If we are going to close below here, it's, we're going to have to get ready to short it. It would be a sign of flipping bearish on the MACD and then pretty much sending us into an oversold market. We could easily drop to like 49 cents, and we just have to be prepared for that. We would short it on here. We know that at 40, at, where is it, XRP, if we close, let's say closer to, I don't know, let's say we close closer to 80 cents. We close 80 cents, that support level of the daily tonight. We know to short the market here. We just literally pull up, Bityard, XRP, leverage it maybe 10 times right here. We put in, let's say, $1,000, and then we just short it. And it's that simple. We create a stop loss just to cover ourselves in case the market flips back above this uptrend. So obviously where you'd put in our, stop loss would be right over here at this resistance level. So maybe we shorted at 80 cents. We put a stop loss in at 86 cents. That's simple. And that would cover ourselves. In case we decide to flip bearish or bullish, we have to look at these other cryptos. So with Ethereum right now, it doesn't look like, if you just showed me this chart, I would not say, okay, we're going to be breaking bullish. If anything, some people might even consider a maybe double bottom at play. Some people might see a double top. It really depends. I mean, this could be to some a double top, how we're looking at this, boom, boom, and that could swing us lower. But then people could consider a double bottom where like we hit here, went up, hit here again, and then shot higher. You know, it really depends. Maybe this would be I don't know. But regardless of the fact, we are trending inside the moving average right here. There is an uptrend. You know, we're in an ascending fractal where this is a support that we have been using. And ultimately, we had retested it earlier today. We got very close to retesting it. But ultimately, how that would look is it would want to continue its pattern up. If not, maybe we consolidate and then move up. But ultimately, it doesn't look like there's anything to consider breaking bearish. There's no, major signs that are signaling just a correction to the downside, but we obviously have to play it safe. So what we would do is create a support level. Now, more so, this is becoming a short opportunity than a bullish opportunity swinging to the upside. We know guaranteed that if we break through this downtrend or this uptrend right here, let's say we close Ethereum at $2,150. We close the daily candle at $2,150. There's a very big chance that we're going to swing it lower. Granted, if you look at the way this coin has been trending since January, it has never broken the uptrend. Yes, we've wicked below it numerous times, but we have yet to actually break through it and close a daily below here. So if given the confirmation we close below here tonight or tomorrow, we know to short it to the downside. I don't know necessarily about a rally to the up. I wouldn't even, consider longing Ethereum right now, just the way things have been moving. There's just easier things like XRP and Bitcoin to actually want to leverage to the upside. As for Bitcoin, we are at a very interesting level. The uptrend is still here on Bitcoin. Just the other day, we actually managed to break through it, which I was not expecting at all. But to no surprise, we actually climbed back up and came back inside our uptrend here, which was a good thing, to be honest with you. But we noticed the descending fractal. It's even more apparent when you look at the 4-hour right here. You can see now how big of the descending fractal it is here and how we are retesting the moving average, and things are not looking the greatest. We did have a slight bullish cross here, so hopefully that's enough volume to actually get us back inside the uptrend here and back above that support level. And then hopefully we can continue to play out our, symmetrical triangle. That's the goal, is that we can play this out, because realistically what, would feel more comfortable with everyone, that, everyone's waiting for that volume injection. We're waiting for, pump back up. That's what everyone's waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for. We have this uptrend here. Prices fell. Even though we started a reversal, we're still creating these lower high formations. I'd like to see the third retest of the lower high, and I'd like it to be closer to about $48,000. That'd be about I think a $10,000 to $12,000 increase in price, which would be fairly substantial, and we'll be able to profit off of fairly quickly. But the way the markets are moving, it'd be about a 37% run. It's fairly stagnant. We're not really seeing any movement right now. We're having a lot of problems breaking through our 40K resistance and our bottom support. So since then, for the past weeks now, literally we've been, since May 19th, it's almost been a month now, or coming on a month, almost 4 weeks, literally consolidation. Prices have literally been going like this, and it is becoming extremely boring for most people within crypto space. And I understand that, but who wouldn't? When you can literally only capitalize on a run from 30 to 36K, and it's so quick, and then we immediately, just tank right after that. There's not really much volume and movement to capitalize on. So we have to break one of these support levels for us to buy in. So it would be unfortunate if we close again below there and we come back down, but I'm not touching Bitcoin. And honestly, for XRP, I would play around with it. And if we close below this, uptrend right here, and we close closer to, let's say, $78 or 78 cents, I would try to short it. But my biggest trade, and I would just play with it, my biggest trade would be focusing on Bitcoin, because obviously Bitcoin has the biggest footprint in the market. Bitcoin takes up, what is it? Where is it? 43% of the entire market of cryptocurrency is in Bitcoin. That is a massive influx. So when we know Bitcoin sees a swing, the whole market's going to see a swing. So everything is really relying on these support levels. We have our price floor and we have our price ceiling. And the second we see confirmation of a daily closing above resistance or below support, we are going to either short it and it will fall to easily 20,000, it could go to 10K, or we break above, which would be the ideal scenario, that we break above 40K, we buy in long, leverage it all the way up to $48,000. We close our position because we're probably going to anticipate some sort of correction back down to support. Then, intertwine inside the symmetrical triangle and hopefully break bullish and retest all-time highs again. And we'll just continue to play out the market as it continues. But everything is riding on this. Everything's riding on this support level and this resistance. If the market breaks 40K, we buy in long. If we break 30K, we short it. And that's really what everything is relying on. So I don't know how else to explain that. Your focus should be mainly on Bitcoin. That obviously will influence XRP. And for XRP, things are getting very tight on this uptrend here and could be very close to buying in for a short opportunity. But mainly XRP and Bitcoin is my focus. If I was to buy into XRP, and when I do buy into XRP, it would be a very small trade, nothing that I would, I would just be playing around with it because this is more risky on XRP. This is what you guys have to understand. This is a riskier trade than Bitcoin is. Bitcoin has a clear dominance and a clear support resistance level that's literally just been trading sideways for 4 weeks now. So once we get the confirmation on Bitcoin, I'll be putting in much bigger trades, and that's where most of the profit will come from. As for XLM, XLM is also hitting its bottom support. So we just have to see how this market plays out. It's unfortunate we broke through here. I mean, things are switching bearish. It's unfortunate. MACD looks, let's see. Yeah, resistance, not something we want to see, but we are retesting support here. So we'll see how, everything wants to play out. S&P 500, another day. We did hit all-time highs yesterday, but we are still consolidating out. Let's see how things play out. I mean, there's so much more room now for us to go higher and so much more room for us to go lower. I'd prefer us to hit bottom and then consolidate back up, but we'll see how things trade out. Otherwise, guys, definitely make sure to check out BitYard. Huge shout out to LJ for winning today's giveaway. Definitely make sure to email me. Otherwise, guys, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.